What's up guys, welcome back to another episode of flight number 6, day 3 in Namche Bazaar. Today is supposed to be acclimatizing day, but that doesn't mean to sit down and touch your balls for 24 hours. That also means that we have to go a little bit up in altitude and train a little bit to get acclimatized to what comes right after we leave the bazaar. So today we are joined by super talented Swedish Sigrid, and we're joined as well for the one and only Modern. So they are doing the hike together, and I decided to just join a little bit on the back. They, with all the kindness of the heart, allowed me to go next to them. So what we're doing today is trying to reach 3,800 meters. It is so cloudy, so there's no views almost of anything. Hopefully with time it will get a little bit better, but we're going all the way up, excited with no bag, just the water, the beautiful views, and great company. Ow!
Especially great company, right?
Yeah, I love my guide. Woo! Oye, hola bonito. Ay, yo creo que suavita. Oh, you want some love as well? Of course you get love as well. Oh, you little pocho. What is that happy tail over there? What is that happy tail? The fog is so dramatic, guys. It's going so fast. Oh, you can see it's clearing at some areas. Some areas get a little darky. I love this place. Dude, I swear to God, no backpack is another thing. It's a whole other thing. Ooh la la. So this is the man himself?
Yeah, Tenzing Norgay. So he's from this region.
What's the name, sorry, again?
Tenzing Norgay Sherpa.
Tenzing Norgay.
Yeah, who accompanied the Sir Edmund Hillary
First
in 1953.
First dude ever to climb it.
Yeah.
It's ironic that you have a sign that said "Do not climb." So what was the name of the other person that made the summit as well? What was the controversy that you said before?
Yeah, so there's a two-person in 1953 to climb Mount Everest. So there is two-person. So there's a two-person. So it's a controversy that who stay, on the summit of Mount Everest first, either Tenzing Norgay Sherpa or Sir Edmund Hillary.
And what is written on the books? Who got the?
No,
You said it could be both of them. So
yeah. I haven't found that yet.
What do you believe?
I believe himself. I
Him?
believe
Yeah,
him.
the
Yeah,
Sherpa.
yeah, Tenzing Norgay Sherpa.
Whoa. All good so far, guys. Oh, this is beautiful. It's snowing, guys. Woo! Christmas time in the mountains of Nepal.
500 years ago.
That's nuts. We don't even see the village anymore. We are on the middle of a very kind and gentle blizzard. So it's snowing a little bit, guys. And you can see how the smoke is going uphill. We shouldn't be too far from the top, I think.
So,
How
Hello, Sophie, looking shopping.
ooh, these are nice.
This is beautiful. Wow, you make it. Oh, you're making it actually now. So this is what you're doing. Can I see? Oh, this is really nice.
I made this roll.
So you make this. Oh, this is beautiful. Wow, wow, wow.
Hello, namaste.
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 Hello, good morning.
How are you, my friend?
I'm excellent. How are you?
Fantastic.
You guys have done the hard part, going up from Namche to here.
Oh, this is the other way around. I feel like the hard part is go to Nanche with the backpack. Now it's so...
Well, it's nice without
You see,
it,
I'm,
right?
I'm having
Yeah,
a
yeah.
great time right now.
You
No
know?
altitude sickness, no tiredness.
You got to treat yourself sometimes, right?
Yeah.
Well, welcome to Sagarmatha Next. A day like this, not so much view, so maybe you go and take a little bit of an experience in our visitor center, that big building.
We both lived in Norway and Sweden, so this is summer, man.
I'm from Sweden.
Oh,
so-
you're from Sweden? Oh, she's
Yeah.
Swedish also.
You're Swedish?
Yeah.
You're svensk?
Yeah.
Okay, nu ska
Wow.
jag practice my Swedish. Ja, wow.
Jag pratar lite svenska
Du
också.
pratar lite svenska, jag hör. Ja.
Du bor här eller?
Yeah, jag bor här. I live here. So I moved here 7 years ago.
Nice.
Lived in Namche for 6 years during the construction time of this. And then we moved up just about a year ago.
That's cool.
When we were almost finished, we opened up officially in May, 23rd of
So
May.
you are actually taking... you take care of the...
Well, I'm one of the founders. We're 3 kind of partners, founders of this place.
Any Nepalese?
One is Nepalese, a Sherpa, and his family is from Namche, and one is from India, but his family is active in Nepal.
Okay.
They have hotels in
And you
Nepal.
just really love this place.
And I just love this place. Yeah, I came here first time, this valley, 85. Nepal, first time, 1983.
Wow,
So
that's really
40
cool.
years ago.
Yeah,
So-
I'm making a travel series of the whole Everest, so I'm making daily vlogs of the whole hike.
Okay, yeah.
So I will definitely put it here. I actually had no idea that Sagarmatha means Everest in Nepali.
Yeah,
So
that's the Nepali name. Yeah, so Everest has 3 names.
Okay.
The original oldest one is Chomolungma, and that's the Tibetan and
Yeah.
Sherpa name, means Mother Goddess on earth. And then Sagarmatha is the Nepali name, and that means head in the sky. Good
Wow.
morning, namaste bhai. Sansaisa. Tiksa. And then Mount Everest, of course, which is still maybe the most known in the world.
Yeah.
But it's not the oldest. So basically Sagarmatha Next is the name of this center. And the center has 2 main objectives. And the first one is most important. And that is we work with the local organization here called SPCC, Sagarmatha Pollution Control Committee. Very long name.
All right.
So that's a local NGO, started 28 years ago, and they try to collect and keep the waste off the trails and the villages.
Oh, that's lovely.
And they've worked very hard with very little resources for a long time. And we started supporting them 2012 from another project to make those waste bins you've seen along the trails. Now there's over 105. So the trails are actually pretty clean compared to 10, 15 years ago. Now, the remaining challenge is what happens to that collected waste. And they don't have a very good solution so far. They actually put it in landfills and then they burn it and cover it up. Not so good in the national park. So now we have been able to get them to commit to a plan where we're going to replace those bits and make environmental stations where you sort the waste. So the local people's contribution is put the right thing in the right place, okay? Then this organization can take that waste, process it, so that we can transport most of it out back to Kathmandu. We have a recycling company and they work with different recyclers. We can reuse about 5% of the total waste here. And what we do is we invite artists from the whole world, Nepali and from the world. They can come here, have residency for a month. That's a workshop, a studio behind us, where they can create artwork. We also work with designers who helps us to create design products, souvenirs from the waste. And then we have a gallery behind that wall where you can see the artwork. The shop over there has the products and the souvenirs. So we basically use that as a metaphor to try to change mindset, especially with the locals, that the waste is not garbage. If you treat it proper, you can make value, artwork, products,
That's fantastic.
and recycling. So we have just embarked on it, of course, as we started just last year. And we are actually taking steps forward. It actually works. We do sell art, we do sell souvenirs. So the value is there, and the locals are starting to get, they get on board and they realize, wait a minute, we shouldn't burn and we shouldn't throw this away. So that's the first part. And it's going to be a process, of course. And the long-term vision is no waste left behind in this national park. The big building has our second objective. I mean, we also mention and talk about the issues with waste in there, but we also have touchscreens with all the trails, the mountains. You can click on it and read more about it. You can read about the places here. You can see how places have changed over time. We have virtual reality. You can put goggles on and climb Everest in 3 minutes, and it's very real.
Okay.
That is so
And we
cool.
have also a film salon where we have an 8-minute short introductory video, which I would love to recommend you to see first. Because once you've seen it, you will understand the region and the issues that we're dealing with. And then you can roam around free. And 5-6 days ago, we opened our small little cafeteria.
Oh, nice.
We
Let's
have
go, so we can
really
have a-
good coffees, the best hot chocolate around, and teas.
You are so Swedish, man. Whoa.
Started our introduction video.
Oh yeah, please. Thank you so much. Ah, this is really cool. Let's watch a little bit of the video. I'm probably not gonna feel everything. I'm gonna film just a tiny bit and I'll tell you about it.
Most of the people who come to see Mount Everest enter Sagarmatha National Park for the very first time.
So basically what they were saying on the video is that from 1990 so many people have started to come here way more often since the accessibility to do the hikes around Everest have improved. But not only that, that also has created like an expansion of everything that is happening here. So tourism became such a big thing that now Sherpas are not only Sherpas, but they're also like business owners, and this also means that like all the trash and the pollution that has been generated with all of this has increased way too much. So this center particularly is taking really good care of every single thing that comes related to cleaning the mountain. And which I think is really exciting is they're trying to push people, even hikers as us, to help take care of the environment in here. So what you can do is when you're finishing the hike, on the police post that we passed yesterday night, there's another part next to it where they ask kindly tourists to please pick up at least one bag of 1 kilogram so we can bring that trash to Lukla and then we take care of it when you are there. I think it's a beautiful initiative and we're definitely doing that on the way back. But why don't we have a little tour around here to see what's up? So Secret is actually doing a 3D tour about the Everest right now. Is it beautiful?
Yeah, I'm climbing Mount Everest.
Twice. Take me to Everest.
It will start in a couple of seconds, so it's a 360 video, so you need to look around.
Damn. Wow, spring backs. Holy crap, guys. This is unbelievable.
Half of the team from '87 decided we wanted to try it again, so we went back in 1991. But that time we didn't get the same route. We got a much more difficult route that had only been climbed by 4 people before us. And so it was a team of 15 climbers, and at the end, the team effort were able to put 3 guys on the summit.
Okay.
But that route has never been repeated again. After us, 8 attempts, no summit.
No, so fuck.
It's a very hard route. Only 7 people have done it, and 3 are Swedish. No, actually, 1 is Swedish and 2 were Nepali Sherpas in our team. But still,
Wow.
it was a team effort. So.
I'm honestly fascinated because I like the mentality you have to have for all of this when you are up there. I think it's something that like we can only try to understand. It is like the mental state of like being on full survival mode for such a long time and try to accomplish that has to be very difficult.
It requires a very big motivation and a big drive, and you have to overcome yourself because it is no fun on the higher altitudes. I mean, it's just struggle. It's hard, and if you're not kind of comfortable with that, you're never going to do it. Then you have to kind of make sure that you make right decisions also, so that you don't get left up there. I mean, there's quite a few people who have been left up there, so it takes a special mindset for sure. It does.
So guys, what this gentleman was saying, he attempted to hike multiple times. Oh, look at this. He attempted to hike a couple of times, and what he was saying is from 1990s to now, the way of climbing Everest have changed so much. So at the time, it took almost 90 days approximately to do everything, because what they would do is they need to go at the beginning of March, and they would have to set all the base camps, they would have to put all the climbing routes, they would have to do entirely everything. So it's still like the Sherpas played a big part because they hired them and they bring all the equipment, so they had an amazing job. But how things have changed right now with the evolution of the sport in this area, now you can buy a pack. So what you're doing is you're hiring the Sherpas that would prepare the entire route for you directly. So when you arrive, you don't need to come in March, you can just come in April, and you could just start directly, starting to do all the acclimatizations and all the hikes and everything. Meanwhile, everything is kind of settled. So you arrive already with 2-3 base camps already made up. And also, if people get sick or something happens, they might fly to Kathmandu. Some people go back to Namche Bazaar here and there to feel like you have a little bit showers, you have a little bit a different harsh environment than when you're on the top of the mountain. Hardcore mountaineers do not fully agree with the situation because it's also contributing so much on the pollution. And for example, the video that I was watching on the VR, it's just basically you see the summit in which 200 people were on the south col. So some people had to wait around an hour and a half to go to the summit. So 11 people died on that hike, guys, and it's really high. It is very cold, and mentally the challenge is a whole different thing. So imagine 200 people trying to reach the mountain in a very narrow line. Climbing Everest have changed a lot, and people is very biased into this because in one part it's fantastic to think that, for example, when these people try to climb it, they had 2 bottles of oxygen, one to go up and one to go down. And some people now have even 6 to 7 bottles when they are doing it. So that really helps you to do the climbing better. So like it have optimized in many layers what means climbing the mountain on your own. But now at the same time, there's way more people doing it. Like contamination is a real shit right now. And at the same time, it's not as easy when you have so many people trying to attempt something that is very difficult, and you have to wait patiently in line to try to not compromise anyone else when you might be compromising yourself. Be your own judge into this, if it's a better thing or a worse. I think I've earned myself. I have hot chocolate.
Okay, hot chocolate.
Yes. Hot cocoa, baby. I'm tremendously fascinated by this place. Oh man, this changes everything. Ooh. At the end of the video, I'll probably... Oh, son, wait. Oh, my lord. At the end of the series, I'll make a balance of how much money everything was. But to be fair, like, I understand the concept of like trying to making it really cheap. But at the same time, there's many things that you have to support when you are here. So this is something that I really appreciate that is here. It really humbles you down to see how much effort people is putting into this. So I'm gonna extend my daily budget to drop some good tip to the people here. Oh, let's get into the museum, right? Oh, papa.
This is our actual brushes.
Oh, this is so cool.
Yeah, we collect here.
So this is the process. You hit this, so then you
we
get
collect in this region. We send it back to the Kathmandu. First we clean by hand, one by hand, and we shred it in the shredding machine, and we put in like that injection machine. We put there these flakes and we inject into the mold and came like this. If you see, this is the Everest model.
That's such a cool present to
Yeah.
bring to people, I have to tell you.
This is your Everest, Loteries, Nocteries.
Oh, that's nice.
And if you see back side from the Himalayas.
Oh, that's nice. I think on the way down is a good present. It's just a pity that people just do this on the way up.
Yeah,
you know, like.
yeah.
Do you also have like a? Do you have a store down there where you can sell it?
No. We have only in Kathmandu.
Oh, okay.
Store.
Oof, if you had one here in Namche,
No, we don't have in Namche.
That would be-
Only here.
that would be great because
Yeah.
people is coming down and
Yeah.
they know this.
Yeah, only here.
Oh, so this is where people like come to do their craft.
Yes. Yep.
Oh, this is really cool.
Yeah, this is the beer flag.
Beer flag.
If you
Oh, yeah, I
if you
didn't
see
notice.
This side you can see a Montrose and the recycling logo.
That's the Spanish one. San Miguel is the Spanish beer.
No, San Miguel is Spanish beer. Yes.
We know our craft through alcohol, guys.
Yeah, you can see a Montrose and the
Oh,
recycling. Yeah, this is made by our German artists. They came last spring and they stayed with us almost 1 week. Yeah, they make this all.
And all of this? You have so many bottles and
Yeah, bottles.
with the oils and the that's cool.
Oils, wines, yeah, so whiskey. So we drank all.
For being for getting the, I mean, we are advised to not drink on the mountains where we come here. For this is a cliff change. Look at all of these guys. Jesus. Oh, this is really cool. If you come, guys, if you have an extra spare money, donate. It's really good for them. It's really good for everyone.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for everything. You are amazing.
Thank you very much.
What you're doing is awesome. So keep doing it.
It means a lot. Thank you very much.
Good luck with everything, and I'll send you the video in a couple of weeks. I took Tommy's phone number, so I'll send it to you.
Sure. We're gonna subscribe.
Please do, and you too, guys. Take care. You too. Oh, everyone is so flipping lovely here, guys. My energy levels are over the moon right now. So as I said before, guys, acclimatation day not only means like to get high a little bit in altitude, to get a little bit of the grip for your body of what comes after, also means relaxation day. So now what we are going to do is to go back to Namche and take the rest of the day to chill. And now I'm gonna go to Namche to meet a friend that I met in Kathmandu, Annabelle, who was just 1 day behind me. So that's the reason why I'm staying 1 extra day in here, so we can continue together, because safety in number is always better. But look at this fantastic place, guys. Going up, we had kind of a good view, more or less, of what Namche Bazaar actually looks like, but from here I think we got even a better one. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Yo, down here is another thing. You feel better with the altitude, and I feel like the faster that I'm going down, the more energy that I have as well. Ay, ay, ay. I'm taking a little detour, guys, to go around the city. I'm actually really enjoying these views, and in the moment that we go down, you have to take it a little bit easier. So I'm taking advantage that we are on the hiking vibes to enjoy this beautiful scenery while taking like a power walk here in the altitude. I'm in love with this place, I swear to God. Look at this. One generally has to put in perspective, guys. They have built this, and they're basically bringing all the materials and everything from Kathmandu. So you have a lot of helicopter rides that come here, but at the same time you have planes that go to Lugla, and then it's the job of the porters. Sherpa is an actual ethnicity. The thing is, when guides reach the level of going to the mountain and taking people to do, for example, the Everest, they're also considered Sherpas, but it's two different things. Just basically the name started to be used as well as mountain guides, but Sherpa is actually an ethnicity here. So the people that is doing all the hard work here are porters and Sherpas, not necessarily the same thing, that are bringing all the things from the airport to come here, and then they manage to make these constructions, which is insanely impressive. I love the city, guys. I could have spent here easily a few weeks. Just taking care of myself, daily hikes. Such a beautiful experience. Love it. Hello. There she is.
Hi!
How are you?
Pretty good. A little bit tired after. I'm gonna show them. I walked from here to here yesterday.
Super fuck.
Yeah. And it's only this. So when you tell me this part is hard, I kept expecting harder parts to come up. But then I'm just in Namche. Because yesterday I walked from here.
But you were very fresh, you know, because when I started from Pakding. So like from here to Monju was like 2 hours and a half. So I was already a little tired.
Yeah, I get it.
But
Talking to
starting from
Monjo,
here-
I was dying too because I'm like already dying from this part.
But you did it, you're the best. Yeah, this is actually quite cool that you can check your oxygen levels, guys. Let me see.
So 96.
I got one like this.
96.
That's gonna work for both.
Damn, son. You're even better than
And then he said there's like one time he was
You
like,
can see it, guys, but I have 92% oxygen levels. That should match the oxygen levels you have on 1,350.
switch the other side.
We good.
And just like
¿Cómo soy tan bonitos, muchachos? Why there's so many puppies here? Niña, ¿qué pasa, mamá? Don't be jealous.
really, really bad. It was like,
You won't laugh as well, right? I get it.
this one's so round, but oh, you can bend it. Oh, so soft. Oh my god.
Such a
You're so
cutie.
cute.
You are such a cutie. Like, guess who's gonna be a little nasty today? Oh, you. It's actually very nice to have a little bit of Winston food right before we get to the mountains, and we have for 7 days whatever they give us. We have,
And a lovely dog. His name is Tashi.
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 Oh, let's go. Absolutely. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No, don't worry. I feel like this is what is gonna happen on every single part of the trip, right? Something warm and everyone sitting down around.
Yeah, expect that. Most of the place they have a fire oven.
Yeah, I've seen it in
And the environment friendly. So I don't want to use. Day first, I didn't use the wood here.
Okay.
Even the cooking or even the heating.
All right.
So I prefer this one.
I guess on the mountain it's a little bit more difficult. The more that you go up. Hey guys, we just made it to our hotel and we're gonna relax for a little bit, get some food and relax. She's the boss here. Oh yes. Thank you. Oh, so hungry, guys. I'm gonna have any lunch. So now I'm on the hunger side of the table.
Even though I'm not a YouTuber, I'm sending it to my parents.
That looks interesting.
Potato.
Egg and cheese inside the potato.
I've never seen it before though.
Yeah. Give it a try.
They said it's Swiss something. Swiss roasty. Is this actually Swiss?
Maybe.
Okay. If you've never seen it in Europe, maybe it's Nepali.
Yeah, it's not much better.
What do you?
So if you're changing like $10, then you're getting
Snow has come to town, guys. This is so beautiful. Wow, look at this. just feel like whenever we start going up, this is fun now, but it's going to be so cold. But little snow. It's gonna have a little last scroll on the town before I head to the room finally. What we are trying to do now is I never considered that we're going very high in altitude, so my GoPro could have, if it's possible, like a little something to cover itself from the cold, because you know, in altitude and cold, the batteries run out very fast, and that would be actually very helpful if I could have like a layer on the top that makes it a little warm. So I'm just gonna ask in a couple of stores. Hi brother, how are you? Oh, you're very warm here. Yeah. I love this. This is so cool, guys. Probably gonna buy the things tomorrow, because to be quite fair, it's not the right time to be exploring the city. But this is flipping lovely. I'm so happy with this weather. It's snowing, it's endearing, very good vibrations in here, and a perfect blend between like travelers and guides and porters, plus the local people living here. Such an amazing environment, I love this. And I think this snowfall also means that we're dropping the video here, guys, tomorrow, because I was waiting for Annabelle to join me on this part of the trip. I'm taking a second acclimatization day here in Namche Bazaar, but we're gonna have a little bit more adventures to go around. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you on the next one.